Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm out here in the country and sorry about the wind. I always am sorry about the wind, but when you live in Iowa and it's the spring, it's going to be windy. So I'm out here and I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before, and I am going to dig a privy. If you can see behind me here, this house, that house right there, was built in 1890. In fact, when it was built, it didn't have the second story. The people that live there now, my in-laws, actually added that second story. When they moved in, they bought this house, moved in the early 80s. There was an outhouse on the property. They removed the outhouse, put it out in the woods, and then they proceeded to fill in the hole. So all I have to do is use my super treasure hunting skills to determine where the hole is. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be able to find it. I don't have a probe. I don't have I just have intuition, let's call it that, and street smarts. I have field smarts. That's what I have. I have field smarts. So let me turn the camera around and let's see if we can find where this outhouse was. My in-laws have an idea of where it was. They can kind of remember, but let's see if I can find it. Okay, as I've walked around here, as I've assessed the situation and I look, I'm thinking, okay, this is an 1890s home. It's situated here in the Midwest, Western Hemisphere. You know, the Coriolis effect of the Northern Hemisphere leads me to believe that they would have positioned the outhouse on the northwest or west side of the house. Historically, that's what they did. And they did that. It was a strategic place. The prevailing winds in this area would cause the odors to drift away from the house and those sorts of things. So I'm thinking somewhere around here we're gonna find, I'm thinking this right here is probably where I would have put the outhouse. You can even see there's a square outline here. I would have put my outhouse right on that square, and because it would have fit perfectly. So this is where we're going to attempt to dig, is right there on that square, and we'll see what we find. All right, so whatever, I'm speechless. That's where the outhouse was. That's where they filled it in. There's no theory or philosophy, but it sounded good. All right, let's dig this out. All right, well, I've desodded it, and I gotta say, those of you guys who dig privies as like your primary hobby, hats off to you. I'd much prefer digging a little 6-inch plug than what I'm about to undertake here. But anyways, I literally did just finish, but I don't know if I'm doing this right. I haven't really seen anybody do this like this. I think this is what they do, but lay a tarp out, set the sod over there for later, and then we'll dig down. Something that I think is kind of promising. Again, I'm no expert, I always say that, but down here on the edges, there are like edging stones over here. See that right there? All along the edge. So I don't know if that's what they built the outhouse on, but who knows. So I'll give you an update once we dig down a little bit. All right, little progress update. I'm down about 2 feet, and I ran into something. Maybe you guys who dig privies know what this means, or maybe this is a good sign, maybe this is a bad sign, but right there, I hit a layer of these rocks that are basketball size or smaller, and they are everywhere. So I gotta kind of dig those out. They're in there pretty good, and then we'll keep going. And yeah, look at me, white socks and shoes. I got my boots over there, and gonna get some jeans on here in a moment, but first we're gonna take a break for lunch. So, all right, I'll get back with you with another update. All right, finished up lunch. There's a couple of the rocks that I've pulled out, and here's what I'm seeing. I don't know, you tell me if this is good or not, but I can basically see boulders just piled up. So I think I'm gonna try to just keep pulling them out, but I think that's what probably the farmer did, is just threw a bunch of field stones down in here, which probably would have crushed any of the bottles or anything that could have been under here. So that's pretty disappointing, but anyways, let's see what we can find. All right, here's an update on the hole, on the Privy dig. First of all, pile of dirt, and there's all of the rocks, and that's quite a few rocks. And some of you experienced Privy diggers probably already can see what's going on, and you would know better. You would probably bail, but I've gotten down through the boulders, and here's the deal. This is got like a concrete wall all the way down, but I finally got down to where there's lots of broken glass shards and stuff like that. So I'm gonna dig around here for a little bit, but we just found our first bottle and it's not very old. It's a little, I thought it was pills, and it says Whitehall on the side, so probably, I don't know, could be even 50s, 60s, 70s, but anyways, found something. So it's not a total failure. We're gonna keep digging and we'll see what we can find. All right, this is the fruits of my labor, and it really was laborious. So let's show the damage here. So many rocks that were in this pit, and some dirt. I finally did make it down to where there was glass, and that's where I got those bottles. But as you can see, it's walled in, and so I don't think it's very old. And I did finally dig down to where I think the bottom is, where it turned into sand, which is what the soil is like around here. So it was fun. It was a lot of work. I would never do this again. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And leave me a comment if you have any pointers, if I should ever avoid doing something like this again. So, thanks.